All right, we're going to dive into some more sleep token, this time rain, for some artistic inspiration. So if you're into watching someone spiral into artistic madness, this is it. So let's watch something to get the gears turning to then make something and pretend like we knew what we were doing the whole time. All right, here we go.
For so long I've waited, so long that I almost became just a stoic statue fit for nobody. And I don't wanna get in your way, but I finally think I can say that the vicious cycle was over the moment you smiled at me.
All right, so I've got the lyrics over here on the side, and we'll just kind of break it down verse by verse or so. But already he's painting this picture of, the stoic statue fit for nobody. So like maybe, admired from a distance, hollow on the inside type of message there. So overall, it's starting off as if he's a burden, or as if he feels like a burden, until the moment someone smiles at him, and then maybe things change. Let's take it back just a couple seconds here.
Smiled at me. And just like the rain, you cast the dust into nothing and wash out the soul from my head. So touch me again, I feel my shadow dissolving. Will you cleanse me with pleasure?
Let's just look at this verse real quick. And just like the rain, you cast the dust into nothing and wash out the salt from my hands. So this seems like it suggests a bit of, shedding of burdens or past emotional weight or past traumas, stuff like that. Being cleansed with pleasure is like, being cleansed with this new happiness, this, like the feeling of being washed over and renewed, that cleansing, maybe that type of spiritual cleansing, so to speak. But yeah, up to this point, it's been like mostly soft, melodic piano. We got a little bit of drums going up to this point, and I think things are going to really open up. Let's get into it. That's striking. All right, it's hard to stop once it gets rolling like that. Jesus. And it's a common theme for Sleep Token and Vessel to like sing about wanting this closeness and this love and everything like that. But on the other side of that coin, there's always this underlying fear, or this feeling of not being worthy. So there's always that contrast when you get into a Sleep Token song, it seems like. And then another really striking visual from these lyrics is where it says the mouth of the wolf, the eyes of the lamb. That little bit there. I mean, that is an image and a half, in my opinion. And again, with that bar, it's pointing to this like confession of, I know who I am. I'm not perfect. At times maybe even monstrous. And so there's like this question of, am I worth saving if I'm, this type of person, I guess. All right, back to it.
I can hear you say my name, so rain down on me. Rain down on me. Rain down on me. Rain down on me. Rain down on me.
When he says, when I open my eyes to the future, I can hear you say my name, that's a bit of a hopeful line, I feel like. And then the way it's building up with the rain down on me, it almost, sounds orchestral in a way, which to me gives this feeling of like surrender or submission, like he's ready to embrace this cleansing, and he wants to be new, but at the same time accept that that he has demons to fight, as everyone does. All right, so let's take this back a few seconds. Perfect, beautiful, fades out with the rain here. Love that. Well, that was awesome. I freaking love Sleep Token. Wow, very deep. A lot of imagery I could choose from and try and create some sort of visual from this one. So yeah, let's throw some art supplies around, huh? So here we have our mouth of the wolf, eyes of the lamb, you know, however that line went. Very impactful, enough so that I had to do something with it, and this is what I came up with. Rain feels like a like one long confession, you know, being very self-aware that there's like these two truths within oneself, two truths within the same person. And the way I have this imperfect creature positioned, he's like in a kneeling position, hands out, surrendering to the rain, you know, just ready to be cleansed and renewed, accept who he is and wash away, you know, all those salty past wounds. And so yeah, that was my interpretation of Rain by Sleep Token. If you enjoyed that, if you like this concept of, you know, putting art to music, Sleep Token is always interesting to dive into and see where that imagery goes. I had a lot of fun, and honestly, this piece is one of my personal favorites so far. But yeah, anyhow, if you had fun hanging out, you know what to do. Go ahead and